Just a quick heads up before we get started. This is an experimental AI-produced analysis, so you might spot a few small errors along the way. Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever tried describing a friend in Italian and something just felt off? Like maybe you tried saying, Matteo, have a shower. You're not alone. Direct translations from English can get us into a little bit of trouble. So today we're going to tackle 3 of the biggest grammar hurdles that once you clear them will make your Italian sound so much more natural. And we're going to use our friend Matteo to help us out. All right, so what's on the menu today? Here's our game plan. First, we're going to unlock the secrets of a super powerful verb, fare. Then, we'll solve the tricky puzzle of piacere, which is how you say you like something. After that, we'll dive into the world of prepositions. And finally, we'll pull it all together so you have your new keys to fluency. First up, let's talk about the incredibly useful verb fare, which means to do or to make. Now, in English, we have a specific verb for almost every little action. But in Italian, fare is kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It does the job of so many different English verbs, especially when we're talking about everyday activities. Let's look at a perfect example. In English, we have a shower or take a shower. But in Italian, you simply do a shower. Fare la doccia. It's a really simple switch, but it's a huge clue about how to think in Italian. Instead of searching for the perfect verb, your first instinct for daily actions should just be fare. Here's another classic you'll use every day. You don't have breakfast, you fare colazione. And here's a really important detail. This doesn't mean you're preparing the breakfast. It specifically means you are eating it. So fare just steps in and replaces the act of having the meal. And it just keeps going. Going shopping? Yep, that's also covered by our awesome multi-tool verb, fare shopping. You're going to see this pattern over and over again in Italian. Getting used to fare is one of the fastest ways to make your sentences sound way more authentic. Okay, let's move on to our second big hurdle, the verb piacere. Now, this one can really feel like it's messing with your brain at first because the structure is totally different from how we think in English. It's not about what you like, it's about what is pleasing to you. So let's just ask the big question. You want to say, I like pizza. Your English-speaking brain immediately wants to translate it word for word, io piaccio la pizza. But nope, that's actually incorrect and it means something else entirely. To say it the right way, we have to completely flip the sentence on its head. And this slide shows you that total reversal perfectly. In English, I'm the subject. I'm doing the action of liking. But in Italian, the pizza is the subject. The pizza is the star of the show. It's the one doing the action of pleasing. The sentence literally translates to me, the pizza is pleasing. Let's really break that down. The verb piacere literally means to be pleasing to. So when you say you like something, what you're really saying is that thing is giving you pleasure. The object of your affection, whatever it is, becomes the subject of the sentence. Thinking about it this way actually makes building the sentence a whole lot easier. Just follow these 3 simple steps. First, start with the thing that is pleasing, in our case, la pizza. Second, add the verb, piace. And third, finish with the person it is pleasing to, which is a me, or to me. So you get, la pizza piace a me. And here we go, bringing our friend Matteo back in to show how this works. He likes fish and chips. Now because fish and chips is plural, the verb has to change to match it. So it becomes piacciono. The whole sentence is, a Matteo piacciono fish and chips. The fish and chips are pleasing to Matteo. I know it's a tricky one, but trust me, once this clicks, it's a huge leap forward in your fluency. All right, on to our final big hurdle, prepositions. You know, those little words like in, at, to, and with that can cause so much confusion. The golden rule here is simple. Stop trying to translate them one-to-one from English. It just won't work. Instead, you have to start thinking about the context. In English, we make a clear distinction between being in a place and going to a place. But check this out. In Italian, when you're talking about cities, the same preposition is often used for both. Sono a Londra means I am in London, and vado a Londra means I'm going to London. That little preposition, a, covers both your location and your destination. So think of this table as your new best friend. Generally, you're going to use a for cities and specific locations like al ristorante. You'll use in for bigger places like countries or for modes of transport, like in Italia or in macchina. Then you have di for talking about quantities or what something's made of, like una bottiglia di vino. And con is the easy one, it means with. Learning these contexts is so much better than just trying to memorize translations.
So there we have it. We've unlocked Chaveri, we've solved the Piacere puzzle, and we've demystified prepositions. These three areas are often the biggest stumbling blocks for English speakers, but now you have the keys to overcome them, and that's going to make your Italian sound so much more fluent.
Let's do a super quick recap of those three core ideas. 1. Embrace fair for all your daily routines. 2. When you like something, just remember that the thing itself is the hero of the sentence. And 3, for prepositions, always think about the context. Is it a city, a country, or a car, not the direct English word?
You've made some huge progress today. Thinking about these three rules is really going to change how you build your sentences in Italian. So my question for you is, now that you have these keys, what's the first phrase you're going to try to build? Keep practicing and you'll be speaking with more confidence in no time at all.